Welcome to The Real Thing, Jane Badler. How you going?
I'm great, Paul. Really good.
Good to speak to you again.
Yeah, nice to speak. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. On behalf of all the V fans, welcome back.
Yay, it's so exciting.
Tell us a bit about the road back to V.
Gosh, it's been a pretty kind of crazy road. I mean, V has been 27 years since I originally did it. And I think for a while there it was kind of very dormant. And not that it was forgotten, but it didn't seem to be generating all the excitement again. And then, I don't know, I think with the advent of Facebook and everything, I started to realize there was all these fans out there. So when I heard that the new V was coming, I thought, that's it, I can't let them do it without me. So I contacted them and flew to LA and met the producer. And then they changed producers, and I had to go and meet the second producer, and then I had to audition.
Oh, wow.
So it's been quite the road. I think they were considering me, along with a lot of other people, crazy enough, but that's the truth. Angelica Houston they were looking at. I mean,
wow.
It was nuts. I know. And I kind of had to, I think Battlestar Galactica, they brought someone back from the original script.
Oh, cool.
There was no one that could, I mean, who else was going to play this role, really?
Absolutely. Yeah, we were all championing it, I know.
I mean, it
so.
would have been crazy. So, then I thought I was only going to Vancouver for, then I won the role and thought I was going for a cameo for a couple episodes, and I ended up staying for the whole season.
What was it like first day on the set and see it all again?
It was just, can I just say, it was great. It was everything I'd hoped and more. It was so bittersweet, you know, after all these years. You know, I've raised a family, and I feel like I've done everything right here in Australia. You know, never stopped trying to break into the industry here, but it's been difficult at times. And but you know, I worked sort of in theater mostly, and so this has been a very bittersweet little victory, and it feels great to be doing Diana again. Weirdly enough, it just feels great.
V Series 2. It seems like they've taken things up a notch from the previews, more action and stuff. What can we expect?
Paul, absolutely. I think that they realized they lost a lot of viewers in the first season, and I think they realized that it was a bit slow. They really needed to give the fans more of a highly paced show with more action, more special effects. And I think that's unbelievably what you're going to get. I mean, not only unbelievably, but it's just going to get full on. And especially the end of the season, where there's no holds barred. I mean, there's deaths and there's all sorts of incredible special effects near the end.
Got any exclusives for us? Probably not.
I wish I could. I wish I could, but all I can say is that there were lots of surprises, and surprises to the cast as well.
Oh, awesome. You went to Comic-Con this year. What was the reaction like there?
Yeah, that was kind of new to me, because in my day, there wasn't Comic-Con. And I guess we had conventions, but I never remember having to do this. And I went with the wonderful Anna, you know, the girl who plays Anna Morena, who's just fantastic in the show, and her daughter, who's also amazing, Laura, who plays my granddaughter, and the three of us went. So, yeah, it was great. It was lots and thousands of people asking us questions, and all seemed very excited. It was quite adrenaline producing.
Were they asking more about the old series or the new series, about your return? What was the...
You know, there was a very mixed bag of fans. They were, because Laura's been on Smallville, there were a lot of fans there wearing Superman costumes that were kind of there for her. There were a lot of fans there that were there for me, and then there were a lot of fans there for the new series, for Morena. So it's kind of, we all brought different fans to the table.
Which series has been your favourite so far? The original, the mini-series, the final battle, the weekly series, or the new series? How do you rate them?
Well, you know, Paul, they all hold such different, you know, places in my heart. Obviously, nothing will ever take the place for me of the original miniseries, which I think in its time was revolutionary and unbelievably rated. It was one of the top rated series, you know, miniseries ever. So, you know, from that perspective, it's probably always going to hold in my heart the dearest place. And the series was fun, but certainly I wouldn't rate that as high an experience. And this, yeah, I think this is top quality. I think brilliant directors, producer, crew, and I'm just so proud to be part of it.
Awesome. How often does someone tell you you scared the hell out of them when they were a kid? Because I'll put my hand up for that as well.
I get like I scared the hell out of them, or I was their first teenage crush.
Oh, nice. Your music is awesome.
Oh, Paul, thank you.
Your 2008 album, The Devil Has My Double, I've played that on the show heaps.
Oh, you're gorgeous. Thank you.
And your new album's coming out soon. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, it's called Tears Again. Quite different from the first. I mean, it's the same wonderful writer, Jesse Shepard, and his, incredible, twisted, weird lyrics. So that part is the same. And I started writing, so I've got a song in there, which is also quite dark. But it's kind of, this one's more about a woman's journey that's kind of an aging soap opera queen. And, aging, we're all aging. But, she's kind of stuck in the past in her perfect makeup and all that. And I brought in Paul Grabowski, who's a very eminent musician and composer here in Australia, and he added a jazz element and, a lot more of a slick production to it.
Is that out now, or it's coming out?
Yeah, well, my website's up, which is www.janebadler.com, and you can hear all my music, and you can see all these kind of very cool photos. And also I have a gallery with behind-the-scenes pictures of me, and you can buy photos, and it's kind of like it's really very new. It's just kind of gone up in the last 3 weeks.
Who are your musical influences?
Well, I'm influenced, I guess, by lots of people. I mean, I'm influenced by great performances that connect to the soul. I'm not when I go and see musicians or singers, like I guess Eartha Kitt, who she died last year, who was singing sexy music up until her 80s. She was turning people on in the audience, and she was flamboyant and sexual and alive as a performer, into her 80s, and she'd be a great inspiration to me. Someone like Marlene Dietrich, who also was performing in her 80s, and I'm very inspired musically by people that continue to break boundaries, no matter what their age. Grace Jones, who I saw recently at the Enmore last year, who totally blew me away. With her in her 60s, wearing a G-string and looking hot and pulling it off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that I'm kind of trying to do that too. I'm trying to remain viable and break boundaries and do things that are exciting and different for people.
Absolutely. I remember your gig at the Toff in Town in 2007, I think it was, and that was pretty raunchy. It was awesome.
Oh, thanks, Paul. Well, I've got I'm doing the Spiegel tent in March in Melbourne, and I've got Paul Kapsis as my guest, and then I'm doing a big launch for my album in May at the Hi-Fi Bar. All sorts of fun stuff happening, and I'm off to Paris and doing some people there and promoting V in Madrid. So it's really exciting. It's a very exciting time, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it.
Awesome. Are you up for more V if there's a Series 3?
Yeah, I am. I don't know what will happen with me. I think I was pretty much contracted just for this particular season. It went so much more than I ever thought. I mean, I only thought I was going to be there for a couple of weeks. I was always a guest player, and they obviously liked what I did, so I ended up being there all season.
Awesome.
But we'll see. I'm not. That was kind of a beautiful thing that happened, and who knows what will happen after that. We'll wait and see. Hopefully it gets picked up.
Absolutely. Well, this is a question I always end in the interview with. What's the weirdest thing you've ever been asked by a fan or experience?
Well, I get, you know what, Paul, I get weird things asked by me every day on my Facebook. Like really kind of weird guys thinking that I'm gonna meet up with them in weird countries.
Oh, nice.
I love you, and let's catch up. But no, I think probably seeing a fan dressed as me on Halloween, like a very handsome male dressed as Diana, when I was driving in at downtown LA, and saw myself approaching, but much taller, and I just that was really quite bizarre. I guess you've arrived when people start dressing like you, Yeah, but I don't know. I think the fans are pretty well behaved, but no one's ever asked me to do anything too strange. But I guess I've been lucky,
Yeah, for sure. Well, I want to thank you for talking to me. I checked out the first episode, and it's going to be awesome series. So
Yeah, thank you.
excited about everyone in Australia seeing it.
Yeah, I think it's great. I hope it does well here. Well,
Yeah, the first series was great. So
Paul, thank you, and I'm going to invite you to my concert, and it's been great talking to you.
you too. Thanks for joining us on The Real Thing, Jane Badler.
Yeah, my pleasure.